to this one of a series of informational sessions created by Zonta District 1, the Club Creator team. My name is Mary Knight. I'm with the Zonta Club of Quabog Valley. Today, we're going to cover Zonta fundraising and Zonta education programs. And you might ask, why are we talking about fundraising? Zonta International has made a commitment to raise $4,413,000 to support service and education initiatives during this biennium. And where do you get 4 million plus in 2 years? Individual donations from Zonta's supporters are encouraged during campaigns during the year, like Rose Day, Amelia Earhart anniversary, every member, every November. Clubs are encouraged to do fundraising. I would like to welcome you. Have 1/3 of the profits that they earn go to the foundation. And the corporation foundation and organization gifts cover some of the other contributions that go in. The picture, which we can't quite see, is a copy of the front page from the annual report for the Zonta Foundation for Women, and it includes all of everybody who's contributed, all the clubs who have contributed, and some great information. And we have this on our website, so it's worth taking a look at. Members use their interests and creativity when choosing fundraising activities. Some clubs hold film festivals. Some have golf tournaments. Some might have a silent auction. Some have live auctions. Some hold game nights. Some sell jewelry, and some sell poinsettia plants. It was especially challenging during COVID because we had to do everything online. So we raised money with virtual film festivals. We held online auctions, and we have calendar raffles that we use to use email to connect with buyers, and dine around gift cards. The bottom line is that fundraising is a critical component for Zonta. Zontans have fun and are serious about the commitment to fund international and local initiatives. One of Zonta's goals is to empower women and girls. Zonta education programs identify future leaders who will be in decision-making positions someday. In addition to money, award recipients get a boost to their self-confidence and a network of mentors who believe in them, listen, and support their efforts. These are the 4 educational programs supported by Zonta International. The Amelia Earhart Fellowship was established in 1938 in honor of a famed pilot and Zontian, Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart Fellows have gone on to become astronauts, aerospace engineers, astronomers, professors, geologists, business owners, heads of companies, and even a secretary of the U.S. Air Force. District 1, which covers all of New England and Nova Scotia, has 2 institutions in particular that have PhD degrees for aerospace and astronautical engineering: the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and the Worcester Polytech Institute. In 2022, 3 of the 30 fellows worldwide who were awarded wings were from MIT. So Governor Donna Sroka and members of the Malden and Chelsea North Shore clubs were on hand to celebrate. I'm going to try to move this up a little bit. Okay. I'd like for you to hear from Maya herself. Maya was one of the fellows, and she did a slide presentation of her experiences at MIT and spoke to my club about the successes and challenges that she experienced in her career so far, or her education. She is so proud to have received the Amelia Earhart Fellow Award and spoke about plans for continuing studies aimed at space systems and engineering and international space law, policy, and ethics. She is also really pleased that Zonta has a STEM scholarship and encouraged us to support young women like herself to overcome adversity in fields that are male-dominated. So let's hear from Maya.
But throughout all of this, kind of to wrap up my work in that talk, as women, we are constantly under different spotlight. We're constantly feeling like we need to provide more evidence to prove that we're competent enough. And there's a lot of times the lack of support, even from the women in the fields themselves, or just the myth of being a diversity pick if you're part of a certain group. So I think what has helped me throughout the years and what has empowered me throughout my last few years to be able to participate and advocate for things is being surrounded, finding a community of people who are supportive for my academic and personal growth, and surrounding myself by that community. And that does include creating and working on networking and finding mentors and finding people who support you throughout that trajectory. And asking for help, being honest and open that these are problems I'm facing. And if you're not aware of them as a person you're working with me, you should know about them. You should be able to help. You should be aware of what people around you are feeling. And finally, this combination of things really helped me believe in myself and being able to transform science and being able to make impact on society. So these are the main, I guess, things that helped me a lot. And this is just one of our, this is the Graduate Women in Aerospace Engineering Club at MIT, one of the most supportive communities that I was able to be part of. That really helped a lot in that journey of being able to believe in myself and being able to stand up for some of the discrimination happening. And being able to be part of the Amelia Earhart Fellowship is such an incredible achievement, and also such an incredible impact on my own trajectory. It's one of the things where you feel like you're standing on the shoulders of giants by having someone, celebrating someone as trailblazing as Amelia Earhart. You can see that these problems and having that role model is something that we still need till now. And what I really appreciate about this fellowship, and that empowered me a lot, is it's not only addressing women, it's also addressing the international bit that I talked about. It's one of the very few opportunities available for international women, at least in the US. And that's very important to recognize the impact of. So I really appreciate, being able to be one of these fellows, and really thankful for being able to be with you all today and share with you my work and my journey. So thank you so much again for having me. Let me stop sharing. But throughout all of this,
the Women in Business Scholarship is also known as the Jane M. Klausman Women in Business Scholarship. It was a tribute to Ms. Klausman, who is a member of the Zonta Club of Syracuse, New York, and a parliamentarian for the Zonta International for a number of years. This program helps women pursuing undergraduate and master's degrees in business management. It operates at the club, district, and international levels. Clubs often will give $1,000 scholarship. Each district submits one applicant to Zonta International for consideration of a $5,000 scholarship. And there are 30 districts in the world. So It's a big deal. Tressa Lacey was one of the winners of the Zonta International Women in Business Scholarship in 2020. She had a really difficult childhood. One of 13 siblings, she started working in the family's logging business at age 5. At 14, after enduring attempted rapes and a leg-shattering logging injury, Tressa forced herself to get outside help and made a transition through education and community engagement. Today, as an author, educator, entrepreneur, mentor, and presenter, Tressa is a champion for change around the issues of gender diversity, education, mentorship, and sustainability. Let's hear from Tressa.
Around, aren't there? Like, we need to put our own mask on first before helping others, etc. There's many around that we can go for. I know you discovered Zonta through the Jane M. Klausman Women in Business Scholarship, and you're an international winner in 2020. And I now know you joined the Zonta Club of South Puget Sound after that. Your work aligns a lot with the mission of Zonta. You've cursed through the notion of child marriage, the worth of education, etc. All the things you're doing really aligns. How is this award supporting you currently in your work, in your studies?
So this award has done what I've spoken, all the mentorships have done, just shown me that there was something in me. It was something that I'd never seen in myself. They were pointing out my story was unique. And I thought, didn't everyone grow up with 13 siblings logging on top of a mountain? And they just really took me to a different place. And the acts of the words and awards, they spoke above me and said, you have a work to do. And they pushed me to do it. And as I mentioned before, they've supported me. They've given me a family. I have many mentors. Some are members of the Zonta South Puget Sound chapter, and some are members of other Zonta clubs. I'm just trying to learn everything I can from them to be a better leader. They teach me how to be more effective advocate. When I run into problems with individuals that I advocate for that I don't know how to solve, they're the first ones I call. They've made me one of their service projects and just check in regularly with me. This scholarship has just given me a family. It's allowed me to connect with the whole Zonta family, and the education that's resulted has had a ripple effect. I hope that you can see the ripple effect that's had on the lives of other women, that I'm able to help and improve that. And that's really the difference that Zonta International and that award has made in my life.
And it continues to around, aren't there? Like, we need to.
The next scholarship is the Women in STEM. The Women in STEM scholarship really was an outcome of the 2022 International Convention in Hamburg, Germany. The proposal on the floor was to fold the Women in Technology pilot, the 2-year pilot, into the Women in Business Scholarship. And after a passionate discussion, 73% of the delegates voted instead to replace the pilot with a Women in STEM scholarship. While no budget was allocated for this scholarship, delegates felt strongly that it needed to be included in this biennium. We would be losing an opportunity to be in the forefront of advocating for women in STEM now. A decision was made by the delegates to pay for the scholarship with the Rose Fund. The program helps women pursuing undergraduate and master's degree in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. It's intended to operate at the club, district, and international levels. If able, clubs will award $1,000 scholarships, and each district submits one applicant to Zonta International for consideration of a $5,000 scholarship. So when you look at what the commitment Zonta International had for raising the $4 million, it does not include this scholarship. Instead, the Rose Fund, which is a fund that people donate to if they want Zonta International to use the money for wherever it needs to be used. It's the Rose Fund. So this will be paying for that scholarship. Lucy Pie was one of 6 Zonta International winners in 2020 when the first Zonta Woman in Technology Scholarship pilot was offered. It was also the first award Lucy had won in her graduate career. Lucy holds a BA in Global Studies and Human-Computer Interaction from Carnegie Mellon University. She's a PhD candidate at UC Irvine Donald Brehm School of Information and Computer Sciences. And as she pointed out, the financial support allowed her to conduct more fieldwork and outreach. The recognition of her research path and the opportunities to reflect on the intersections of feminism and technology fields have been very valuable to her. The final scholarship is the Young Women in Public Affairs Scholarship. This started in 1990. The YWPA Award recognizes young women ages 16 through 19 who demonstrate superior leadership skills and a commitment to public service and civic causes. The award encourages them to continue their participation in public and political life. The program operates at the club, district, and international levels. Many clubs award $1,000 scholarships. Each district submits one applicant to Zonta International for consideration of a $5,000 scholarship annually. Tahani is from Sri Lanka and won the YWPA award in 2021. She met District 1 Governor Donna Soroka at the International Convention in Hamburg, Germany, and was delighted to learn that Donna lived very close to Mount Holyoke College, where Tahani was starting her freshman year that September. Donna and other Zontians in the area have become mentors to this young woman, advocating for victims, she plans on going on for leadership positions, advocating for victims of violence and hate crimes while working for NGOs and the United Nations. So she set her bar very high. Let's hear from Tahani.
Hello, my name is Tehani Chandrasena. I'm 20 years old and I was an International YWPA Award winner in 2021. A little bit about myself. I'm currently doing my undergraduate studies at Mount Holyoke College in Massachusetts. I'm majoring in international relations with minors in psychology and law, public policy, and human rights. When I won the award, I was in Colombo, Sri Lanka, which is where I lived for most of my life. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that Zonta has opened up and the many different things that I've been able to be involved in because of Zonta and because of the award. I was actually the president of the Z Club of Colombo in Sri Lanka, and it was through that I was kind of encouraged to apply for the award, and thereafter I won in my region, and then I was one of the only South Asian award winner in terms of the international scale. I'm really grateful once again for Zonta and for the award opportunity, just because that helped me with some of my passion projects, and it also aided in terms of the tuition for coming to college. It's a really great opportunity, and I also got to connect with some of the other awardees, and I met some of them at the last international convention in Germany, and it's overall been a great experience. I've been exposed to many different things and been given the opportunity to have these different experiences, which has been great. Also, by becoming a YWPA award winner, you're kind of exposed to this entirely different world where everyone is passionate about the same kinds of things, wants to make a change, and you kind of are put in a place with people, with like-minded people, which has been awesome. As I mentioned, at the convention, I got to meet a lot of young people my age, older, younger, and the conversations that we had were great, and it's just awesome to kind kind of be in that space with similar people who are interested in making a change and doing big things, or talking about these, not only just talking about big things, but also implementing them and doing them. So overall, it's been a great learning experience and a privilege to have this award. And I really encourage, if you feel like you fit the criteria, definitely give it a go, because it's helped me so much, and I've met so many great people because of it. So it's been great, and I'm really excited to see where else this takes me and what other opportunities come my way through being a part of Zonta and being an awardee. Hello. Hello, my name is Tehani Chandrasen.
So those were the 4 education programs that are recognized and support. They recognize and support hundreds of women each year between the club, district, and international levels. So these are our future leaders, individuals we can be very proud of. To stay relevant in the next 100 years and to do the work that needs to be done, Zonta is focusing strategy on 3 things: visibility, building leaders, and celebrating each other. Building membership and supporters will build capacity to survive and adapt and thrive in a fast-changing world. And you're invited.